Oh, well, I guess we're starting. Are you showing them your scissors? What are you going to do with your scissors?
Gonna cut the grass.
You're going to cut the grass with scissors?
Yeah, so it can grow back.
Okay.
It's a nice day.
It is a nice day.
Mom, I think it's gonna rain.
Alright, am I good to start now?
Hey,
Everybody! Today, I'm eating breakfast. Never mind the fact that it's like 11:30. Do you want to see what I'm having? I can't show you very well without tipping it. There's strawberries and blueberries and then a wedge of Laughing Cow cheese. You guys, it's so good. You get like a little bit of the cheese and then a couple berries together. So I recently posted on my Instagram and on my Facebook page about how my children do chores and that I think that that's important, that kids help out. And I had a troll show up who has an entire account dedicated to screaming at people that having kids do chores is child abuse. You felt a raindrop?
Yeah.
That's cool. We need rain, so that would be great if we got some rain today, huh?
Because I'm thirsty.
Because you're thirsty? Are you going to come outside and just open your mouth and drink the rain?
Yeah, when it's raining.
So this account is entirely dedicated to screaming at people that having kids do chores is child abuse. And I just want to address that mentality because I didn't realize until very recently that that was even like an idea. So I want to talk a little bit about my childhood, and I want to talk a little bit about the way that I'm raising my kids. There were parts of my childhood that not only did my mom work full-time, but my dad also worked full-time, and he had 2 or 3 different part-time jobs on top of that to try and help make ends meet so that we could keep a roof over our head and put food on our table. I definitely was not born with a silver spoon. I really appreciate that aspect of my childhood though, because it taught me hard work. Us kids had to help out. I'm the second of 5 children, and we all helped out. We all did chores. Was it frustrating to have to do chores before we could hang out with our friends? Yeah, of course it was. Was it something that I enjoyed at all times? No, of course it wasn't. But I could see how much work my parents were putting into our family and how much they were doing to try and help our family to function. And I wanted to do my part. Don't jump with scissors in your hand.
Why?
Because what if you fall and you land on the scissors and you shank yourself? I liked being a part of that family unit and knowing that I was an important part of that family unit on helping to keep the household functioning. I enjoyed that as a kid. I got my first job when I was 14 years old, and I learned very quickly through household chores and through that first job when I was 14 how hard work is beneficial. And I learned very early on that if I wanted something, then I needed to get up and put some action in, and I needed to get things done, and I needed to make that effort in order for things to happen. Things were not just handed to me.
I'm gonna do some more parkour. Parkour.
Thank you. I was able to step into the role of wife and mother fairly easily at a very young age because I had already had years and years of experience helping to run a household and understanding that value of hard work and the value of $1 and knowing those big responsibilities that you need to know to be a functioning adult. I got married when I was 19. I had my first baby when I was 22. I look back at my childhood and there was not even a hint of abuse. And so for someone to say that making kids do chores is child abuse just like blows my mind.
See?
Yep, that's an elm tree bug. Those are really nice. It's focusing on me and not the bug. There we go.
He likes me. He thinks I'm a tree.
Now that I have my own children, I run my household very similar to what my mom did, and my kids are expected to do chores from a very young age. Once they are old enough to start making messes on their own, they are old enough to help clean up those messes. I always start them, about 18 months, 2 years, something in that ballpark, and it's very simple, like help me pick up your toys and put them back in the toy bin. That's it. There's not major expectations. And then as they grow older, I have expectations of put your dirty laundry in the laundry bin, put your shoes away where they belong. And then we move up to more things such as helping do dishes. And obviously I do it with them, and I can have them help me sweep or help me vacuum or help me mop the kitchen or help wipe down walls or wipe down doorknobs. Chore lists are an ever-evolving thing. I'll find a system that works really well, and that usually will last us a year or two, and then life changes and my expectations change, their abilities change, our household environment changes, and I'll adjust what we use. I want to show you what we currently do for our chores. This is the chores list that we currently use. This is our current day. And then all of the other days are in here, and each day they're pretty similar, but we have a couple of changes like in the bottom couple of chores. Mondays, pray, read for 20 minutes, get dressed, make bed outside, play outside for 45 minutes, and wash windows. Tuesday, pretty much the same, but instead of wash windows, they clean the bathroom. Wednesday, pretty much the same, but instead of cleaning the bathroom, they clean their bedroom and clean the fireplace and cupboards. Thursday, pretty much the same, but instead of cleaning their bedroom, they take out the trash, they dust, they wipe cupboards and the fridge down. Friday, pretty much the same, but they clean the truck and they clean around the trailer outside. And then finally on Saturday, they clean the bathroom again. I figured that way, if we don't get to it, then at least one day for some reason, then at least it gets done other days. Then we also have every evening after dinner, after we're all done eating, and they have these 4 chores, and they each have to get one of those chores done. This isn't going to work for everyone. This system works really well for us right now. And you have to figure out what works best for your family. And there are so many ideas on Pinterest and on Facebook and Instagram, and so many different ideas of how to get your kids engaged into chores. I will tell you, there are so many advantages to kids learning to do chores. It helps them to be more responsible adults when they do get to adulthood. And isn't that the whole point of parenting, is to teach your children how to be responsible adults? It teaches them the value of the dollar. It teaches them the value of hard work. It teaches them to take accountability for their own actions. Chores are hugely important in keeping a family running. Kids are involved in families, so why not involve them in the work side of being part of a family too? In my mind, it just makes sense to have kids pitch in. So call it what you will. I will never call it child abuse, because that is just crazy and entitled and insane. I'm curious, those of you that have kids, do you have a system for chores set up? Do you have it organized like this? Do you write out a list every day of the things that need to happen that day? That's how my mom used to do it. And then she would write our initials along the side to tell us which kid had to do which chore. How do you guys do it? How do you have it organized? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic day, everybody. That Momma signing out.